Hey. Welcome to a world of laughter, learning, and entertainment. Thank you for joining us today as we dive into Apalachee horse. Apalachee was an American-bred, Irish-trained thoroughbred racehorse and sire. In a racing career which lasted from August 1973 until May 1974, he ran 5 times and won 4 races. In 1973 he was unbeaten in 3 starts including the Racing Post Trophy and was officially rated the best 2-year-old in Britain and Ireland. In the following year he won on his debut but finished 3rd to Nonoalco in the 2000 Guineas and never raced again. He was then retired to stud where he had some success as a sire of winners before his death at the age of 25. As we enter this new phase, let's navigate the complexities of background and discover its practical applications. Apalachee was a tall, long-striding bay horse with a white star and 1 white foot, bred by Claiborne Farm in Kentucky. He was the product of a mating between 2 American horses of the year, Round Table and Moccasin. Round Table was one of the most successful grass specialists in American racing history, winning 43 races and being named Horse of the Year in 1958. He became a highly successful breeding stallion, being the leading sire in North America in 1972. Moccasin was named Horse of the Year as a 2-year-old filly in 1965, when she was unbeaten in 8 races. She came from the same branch of Thoroughbred family 5H which produced Ryden, Thatch, Noriev, Fairy King and Sadler's Wells. Apalachee's full brother, Brahms, won the Group 3 Railway Stakes at the Curragh. Apalachee entered into the ownership of John Mulcahy and was sent to race in Europe. He was trained by Vincent O'Brien at his Ballygoyle stable in County Tipperary, Ireland. The spotlight now falls on 1973. 2-year-old season as we delve deeper into its details. Apalachee made his first appearance in the Lee Stakes at the Curragh in August. Racing against moderate opposition, he won by 6 lengths without being placed under any pressure. A month later at the same course he won the Moy Maiden Stakes in similar fashion. In October, Apalachee was moved up markedly in class when he was sent to England to contest the Group 1 Observer Gold Cup over 1 mile at Doncaster Racecourse. With prize money of £43,000 sterling, the race was the most valuable 2-year-old race ever run in Britain. The opposition was headed by Nelson Bunker Hunt's Mississippian, an American-bred, French-trained colt who had won the Grand Criterium at Longchamp Racecourse. Ridden by Lester Piggott, Apalachee moved to the front 2 furlongs from the finish with Mississippian emerging as his only challenger. In the closing stages he pulled clear to win easily by 2 lengths from the French colt, with a gap of 10 lengths back to Alpine Nephew in 3rd. The unplaced horses included the future Group 1 winners Snow Knight Derby, U-Series Prix Royal Oak and Mount Hagen Prix du Moulin. In the free handicap, a ranking of the year's best 2-year-olds, Apalachee was given top weight of 133 pounds, 5 pounds clear of Mississippian. He was made a strong favourite for the following year's 2000 Guineas and Epsom Derby. Now, we shift our focus to 1974 3-year-old season, a topic that deserves our attention. Apalachee began his 3-year-old season by winning the Group 3 Gladness Stakes over 7 furlongs at the Curragh in April. He was then sent to England for the 2000 Guineas over the Rowley Mile course at Newmarket Racecourse on 4 May. With Piggott in the saddle, he started at odds of against 11 opponents, making him the shortest priced favourite since Colombo in 1934. His support in the betting market was despite rumours that he had developed respiratory problems and his unimpressive appearance before the start. In the race he briefly led 2 furlongs from the finish but finished 3rd behind Nonoalco and Giacometti. Apalachee was withdrawn from the Derby after performing poorly in a training gallop at Ballydoyle. He never raced again and was retired to stud with a valuation of $2 million. Turning our focus to assessment, let's explore its key elements. As noted above, Apalachee was officially rated the best 2-year-old in Britain in 1973 by a margin of £5. The independent Timeform organization were even more impressed with the colt, giving him a rating of 137, which made him not only the season's best 2-year-old, but the joint best horse of any age to race in Europe in 1973, equal with Rheingold. The Timeform annual racehorses of 1973 commented, "We have not seen a 2-year-old as promising as this for many years." Vincent O'Brien called him a horse apart. In their book A Century of Champions, based on a modified version of the Timeform system, John Randall and Tony Morris rated Apalachee the 21st best British or Irish 2-year-old of the 20th century. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of stud career. Apalachee returned to the United States, where he had a long and reasonably successful stud career at Gainesway Farm in Kentucky. He was particularly noted as a sire of sprinters. His winners included Dance for Donna Canadian Champion Older Female Horse, Apalachee Honey Sorority Stakes, Up the Apalachee Alabama Stakes, Pine Tree Lane Carter Handicap, and Kelvin One King O'Clown Handicap. He was the dam sire of the American Champion Sprint Horse Artax. He continued to cover mares until being pensioned from stud duties in 1996 and died later that year. I love interacting with my viewers, so leave me a comment and I'll do my best to respond.